Hi everyone, it's Dasher Dave here, and I'm back for another crafty video. This time, I thought we'd make these. Now, this is something I made. What happened was I got home early today, and I thought, well, I want to do some craft. I've had a bit of a stressful day. Haven't been able to talk to my manager because she's busy. So, carrying my stress home, thought I'm going to come home and do some craft. So this is what I made. So they're like a bit like a specimen card. I mean, like you could turn it into a page band, or you could have it as a bookmark, or you could have it as a tag, however you wanted to. But basically, it's just using the specimen side on the slide. On the side, I wanted to make some specimen cards, and then I thought, I wonder what these look like. So this one's made with vellum. So this is vellum with a decorative paper underneath. This one is using one of the cards that I made with the finger painting that I wasn't really that keen on, but I thought this looks really nice. And then this one is made with some paper. It's not really my style because it's got this iridescence to it, which isn't really my thing. But it's got a little tag in the front, a little pocket for the tag, and then also there's a little place to put another card in the side on this one, and that was just an extra thing that I added into it. I was basically just playing, so I thought, well, let's make some more, and I'll bring you along. So that's what we're going to make. So you can use anything really. So basically you could use, I'm going to make one out of a bit of book page this time. I'm also going to make, I think I might make one out of this piece of card, and I might make one with a piece of this. I might even put that over the top of those. We'll have a look in a minute. So, actually, we'll start with this one. So, how did I do it? So, what you'll also need is you're going to need some kind of plastic. So, you could use a sheet of acetate, but literally I have used just a piece of packing because it doesn't need to be any more fancy than that. So, you will need some kind of a punch, whether it be a square one, a round one, a hexagonal, whatever. That all it's going to do is give you the window. So you choose to use whatever you have to hand. That was a mouthful. So basically, all it is a piece of paper or card folded over in half long ways, or you could do it non-long ways, whatever the non-long ways is. Oh, I've just realised this is quite matchy with my jumper. I've got a jumper on today because it's absolutely perishing today. It's blowing a hoolie out there. So I went out with the dog earlier and he wasn't that keen on it. Doesn't like it. Doesn't like the wind blowing in his ears, bless him. 21st century dog that he is. The 21st century problems that we have. So basically just fold it over, and then all I did was I got a piece of I got a punch, and I just sat it over and decided how big do I want it. Now obviously, if you go all the way in, you're going to cut a circle out, but what I wanted to do is kind of sit it so that it sits off the edge of the page, and I literally just did that. It's a bit stiffer than you expect it to be. This is quite thick vellum, to be fair, and I don't know where I do know where I got it from. I got it from that scrap place that me and Brian go to, that I will be going to next week because I've got a week off. Woohoo! So, and then all I did was, I'm going to put this inside. All I did, let's choose does it have a direction? Is it which way up? That way up. I think that way up. Oh well, we'll say this way up. And then all I did was kind of got it in the place that I wanted it to go. And you'll see that the page is slightly shorter, and I liked that. I liked that kind of kind of border around it, and then I just pushed it as far in as it goes, and then all I did was just measured, well, not measured, just kind of, sorry if I get my head in the way, just hung over the top of it just to try and get it in the right place again, and then just punch out the same again, so you get the same piece for the bit that's going to go inside. Okay, so then all I did was just opened it up and just kind of guesstimated where I needed to cut it to get a similar sort of border around it. Took it out, take it out, get my my trimmer. For some reason has decided to go walkabout. Basically it fell off the desk and went that way. It never falls off the desk and goes this way, because why would it? Because why would anything be so easy and compliant? Why would it? So just cut that off, that bit there. Oh heck, it's going to go again. It's going again. Put it on that chair instead. Sorry, I've got my jumper on today because I'm a bit chilly. So that's going to sit in there, and that's going to go around there. So you're going to see the vellum. Sorry, you're going to see the pattern through the vellum. Okay. The next thing you need to do is the bit that you've chopped out. If you use that, like open it out, and you use that to kind of measure how big you're going to need the bit that you're going to cut out. So what you want it to be is about 1 centimetre, half an inch all the way round, just so you've got something to glue down. Okay, so pair of scissors, Dave. That's what you're looking for. And I'm just gonna, doesn't have to be perfect. You don't have to worry about straight lines. Just good job really, because after the day that I've had today, straight lines were not on the agenda. There we go, that's my piece. It's really hard to show this stuff on camera because once you put it down it kind of almost disappears. So although you might be able to see it better than I can because you can see the shine off it. So we know it's big enough for that hole because it's bigger than this. Okay, and all we're going to do is going to fold it over, and then get my scoring tool, a tool of scoring. The scoring of toolness, and we are going to just score it just so we get a nice crease in it, and then that is going to go in there. Okay, but because this is got an insert in, rather than sticking it so you can see both sides of it, I'm going to put one side on the back of there, one side on the front of there, and then you're not going to see the bulk of it. It's going to sit like that. I'm going to put something in the window in a minute. Okay, so first of all, what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue it to this one, so that gives me a frame to know how big I want to, whatever I'm going to put in the window to be. Okay, I'm going to get my art glitter glue. You can use glue of your choosing. You can't use my glue, but you can definitely use your own. If you've got your own art glitter glue, that's fine. Hey up. It started to hail now. It's like throwing itself against the window. Hey up. It's getting very windy out there now. So if you can hear something in the background, that is what you can hear, is the wind blowing and clattering. Well, the wind's not clattering against the window, but the rain and the debris is. So we've got a storm front here. I don't know. I can't remember what the storm's called. Don't know. Something. Storm something it's called. It's not called Storm Dave, so you're all right. It would, if Storm Dave came, it would just like come and generally mess up the whole area, but like, you know, not do any damage because I'm non-violent. So, so then that's going to sit in there. That's going to sit round it. Obviously, we're going to make sure that it sits within the window, and we're going to put something in that little window now. So what shall we put in there now? I've got these really nice, oh no, that's a mushroom dough. I've got those really nice butterflies that I've had for a while, that they've obviously come from AliExpress, you can tell with the packaging, that I've had for a while but never actually done anything with. But you could use anything. I mean, like you could use a cutout from a book page. I think I've got some butterflies here that, you know, if I was so inclined to fussy cut, which I'm not so inclined to fussy cut, I will just point out, me and fussy cutting, we don't get on. You know, we know each other exist, but we don't get on. So let's have a look at what we've got in here. I want to see if there's anything that kind of goes. So, although this is very pink, when it goes behind here, it kind of dulls down a bit. But if there was something pink, I wouldn't be upset. Now, what you want to do is you want to make sure that whatever you have, let's take it out of there for a minute. Whatever you have will fit within the window that you've got. So you might want to start by knowing what you're going to put into it, and that might dictate what you use. Oh, that's the wrong way up, that way. So that might be nice. Or you might want to start. So you might want to start with that and decide what hole you're going to use. You might want to start with the hole and decide what thing you're going to use based on the size of the hole. I don't know whether you can hear that rain. Well, hail now. Hail, rain, not hail Caesar. Quite like that. How does it go with the yellow? I quite like that. This one's actually got yellow in. No, that's the wrong way up, Dave. That's a dead butterfly if it's going that way. Oh, it's not a butterfly anyway. It's a dragonfly, I think. Yeah, I quite like that one, I think. I think that one. Okay, so I've taken these out of the packet. Excuse me for like 5 minutes, when it takes me to 5 minutes to pick them up off the mat, because they're so slippery. And then, of course, you could guarantee that seal isn't going to work until the moment you come to put something in the bag. And then it seals itself down. Stay open. Stay. Ah, good. Behaving. Yeah, I took Worcester out in the rain earlier, and because it's so windy, his ears were flapping around, and he really doesn't like the. Oh, bless him, he's a little softy. He doesn't like the wind in his ears. So yeah, so we I kind of made it a short hoof round the field, got back in nice and warm, and then we sat and had a snuggle on the sofa, had something to eat, and then I came up here to do some crafting for a bit. I'm going to put that in there. So that's going to sit in that window. That's going to go around there. Okay, so next thing to do is to glue this window down. Now you've put something inside the frame. So I'm just going to put a bit of glue down here. Now I saw these on Pinterest, I believe. And I tried to follow it to the site, but it took me to, well, I think it might have been a Russian site, and then it said error, and so I just thought, well, I don't want to be involved in any kind of, you know, Russian data accessing. Gone onto a website site I shouldn't have done, so I had a bit of a panic and left. So but they did something very similar, but they did it with squares. They had a piece cut out down here. Now I might try making something like that, but the thing is, I don't know what I would put in it. I don't know what I've got that's long. So steady. So now what I'm going to do, I'm just going to stick it down. So Oh, before I stick it down, let's just ink this bit, because you won't be able to get into it after you've shut it up. Shut up. After you've shut it up. Shut up. Shut up, Dave. I've cleaned my sponge. You'd be pleased to know. The sponge is clean. Well, the rest of me not so much, but the sponge is clean. I have been at work all day, so and I do have to get down and dirty, and that sounds right. I don't mean down and dirty. You know, I don't work in the adult entertainment industry or anything like that. I just get dirty from doing the job that I do. When you know, somebody says, oh, I need a hand, like a light bulb's blown up, or light bulbs don't blow up, Dave, but like, you know, a light bulb's blown, or there's something's rolled underneath one of the units, or anyway, whatever, or I need my Ethernet cable isn't connected, and then can you go under the desk and crawl around underneath it, and find the Ethernet cable. So I've just done a bit of inking. Not hello, I know you, I can hear you tap dancing. Oh, you brought your ball as well. He's brought his ball. So do you want it back? Do you want me to throw it? Well, I'm only throwing it into the hall. Okay, so he's gone now because I've thrown his ball. So now I've inked it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick this bit into here. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to do the back first. So just going to stick all the way around. So yes, otherwise I would have credited the person who's inspired me, but it was on Pinterest, and you know what Pinterest is like. It's a minefield. Once you get onto Pinterest, you could be there for days. People have to like send in like a rescue party to see if you're okay. Well, that's certainly my case, and it's definitely my crafty friend Brian. That's what happens to him. Like, he's exhausted Pinterest. He's got everything now, but when he logs in, there's nothing new for him. He doesn't get shown anything new because he's got it all. He is Pinterest. So I'm going to stick that in there. So that bit's stuck down, and then I'm going to stick this bit down. Now you could, of course, obviously decorate it. You could put something else behind it. I mean, I could put, let me have a look. Let's have a see, shall we? Shall we have a see? I'll have a bit of book page on there, couldn't I? Of course, I could. I can. I could. And I will. I maybe. Well, I might. So I might put that there. Yeah, because you don't see it. It's not as clear as it would be. I might use a bit of this. It's not as clear as it would be, obviously, through a piece of. I mean, if you've got like, oh, what am I trying to think of? Vellum that is not a peculiar colour like this is. This is the only colour vellum I have. I have tracing paper, but I don't have vellum. Don't really know. Not really sure that you'll be able to see much of the inking once I've to stick it down. But oh no, you can a little bit. I'm going to ink around the edge of my book page as well. Goodness only knows what I was talking about. Pinterest. Losing your life to Pinterest. It's almost like you have to, you know, you're going into Pinterest, so you have to tie a piece of string around your waist and, you know, give the other end to a responsible adult so they can pull you out. I'm going into Pinterest. I may be some time. Please pull me out after, if I haven't tugged on the string for 30 minutes, then please come after me, because I'll be stuck there forever. It's a spiraling pit, is Pinterest. And, you know, don't get me wrong, I love it, but it is one of those places. So I'm not sure which would look better underneath this. So I'm going to tear a bit of this map out and see how it looks. I quite like it. I think I might do it like that, actually. Yeah, I'm going to ink around the edge of that. So how you decorate it is entirely up to you. Well, actually, how you do the holes is entirely up to you, you know. Don't get me wrong, I'm not here to tell you what to do. It's a suggestion, maybe. I'm a serving suggestion. Okay, so I think I'm going to put them grouping like that, and then I might put something over the top. Yeah, I think it's already over the top, Dave. I'm here to entertain myself. It's so much harder to laugh when you're on your own. Although I don't seem to have much of a problem about laughing on my own. But you know, when my comedy partner, when Brian is here, aka my comedy partner, when he's here, obviously you've got somebody to laugh with, and then they laugh and you laugh, and you know, you spark each other off. But when you're on your own, you're on your own. And you have to you just have to make sure the neighbours don't see the fact that you're just laughing on your own. Oh, well, you know, let's face it, at the end of the day, it's not like my neighbours would be at all bemused about my laughing on my own, because they've met me. They already know I'm nuts. So there's no jury to be had about to decide whether I'm nuts or not. That's confirmed. I have been confirmed. I'm just going to stick these down. I'm a confirmed nut and a bachelor, obviously. Well, hopefully not a confirmed bachelor, but for the time being, I'm confirmed bachelor. Yeah, so Valentine's Day, did you get anything? I didn't, obviously. I could have a meal for one. No, actually, Brian was here, so I spent, instead of spending Valentine's with my Valentine, I spent it with my best friend. So what more could you ask? Sorry, the gloves are off, the sleeves are being rolled up. Well, they're not, they're being pulled up, and stretch the jumper. I know, don't start. My mother always told me not to stretch the sleeves on my jumper, but hey. So yeah, I'm going to stick that down, and I'll show you what you can see of it, because it's vellum and you can't see a huge amount. But I'm just going to make sure I stick it down round the little porthole and round the edge of the page. So I'm going to stick down around the edge of the page, but not round the edge of, so not round this edge. Just to make sure there's plenty of glue. He says he's not going to, and then he ends up going over the line, but hey, this is why I don't colour. And then this, sandwich it down. And if you press it down quite well, you don't tend to see the vellum, the glue under the vellum so much. You know, it's a bit of some interesting lines, but it's not like you can see it. I'm just going to get my Teflon bone folder thing just to push it down with. So that's that, and then we're just going to go over it. So I think I might snip the corners so that we've got rounded corners. You know, a rounded corner always, well, I think it always looks more finished, but you do you. If you don't have a corner rounder, then don't snip it, is the answer. So it's not quite lined up, so I'm going to have to address that. So I'm just going to cut it. So once I've cut it, it won't line up at all. So I can't cut a straight line. I can attempt. Oh no, it's not too bad. I'm slightly bodged, but hey. What are you huffing about? Just out there huffing about something. Probably because I'm in here and I'm not fussing him or throwing his ball for him or feeding him or giving him treats or generally entertaining him. So there we go, that's that. Okay, and then on the outside, the world looks blue and green, and the hilltop mountains white. Sorry, I'm just generally randomly singing, which it's just thrown me ever so slightly. So let's just see, I might stick something floral on here. Bit of that on there, bit of that maybe. Bit of book. Oh no, I'm going to cover up what I'm doing if I do that. What I've already done. I might put a little flower up there if I've got something. It won't be with the butterflies because that's a whole other thing. What are these labels? It's not that. I might. Oh no, there they are. I just want to get another book with flowers in this time. See if I've got a long flower, or it could be a leaf. A long leaf. Just put that there, and then maybe I could just put that there, and put. Do I want it there? Or I might actually put it there and put a word at the bottom of there to kind of ground it. Keep it grounded. You're going to sit on the naughty step now. Seedling. No, it doesn't really fit, Dave. Seedling. No. Batch. Sorry, branch. No, it's not even batch. It's branch, Dave. It's been a long day. Don't make me cough. Don't make me cough. So I might put that with that, and then maybe have a number, because you can't go wrong with a number, can you? What's that? No, no, it blends in too much. That's what I'm trying to say. You're glad I told you what I was trying to say, aren't you? But you sleep better now. Number one. Well, we'll do number one. If we get number one out, maybe I won't do number one. Maybe I'll go for a different number. Number 70. Can I get number 70 out? I can. All right, okay. I might do number 70 with it. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So I'm going to stick this down. So this is a sticker. I'll just peel the back of this off. Now, the one thing I would say about that is it's a little bit shiny. So if I put this is an experiment, live on whatever thing I'm doing now, YouTube, that's the word, Dave. This collage medium matte. I'd use a bit of this on a brush that I'll never remember to clean. Hopefully I'll remember to clean. If I put a bit of this on here, hopefully that will matte it down. Somebody said that this is a good thing to do, is put this on and it mattes it down and it doesn't look as shiny. The other thing you can do is use this as a glue and put a bit of napkin over it, but the thing is I can't be bothered to cut it all out, so I'm just doing it this way. Just going to put some of that on, trying to brush it so you can't see the brush marks quite so much. Yeah, that'll do. What am I going to do with the brush now, Dave? What am I going to do with that? I did have some. Oh, I do have some. I knocked this over earlier, so it's got the smallest amount of water in the bottom. Don't ask where the water went. I have no idea. It's somewhere. That's all I can say. It's somewhere. Now the problem is, I'm not sure I'm going to be able to dry it because I don't want the plastic to shrivel. So I'll give this a bit of a go over. I mean, obviously you could use gesso or something over the top of it, but you know what my feelings are about gesso. We're not the best buddies. Oh, that's better. Yeah, that's knocked it back. That's fine. Still not quite dry, but that's all right. It all can dry on the thing. Oh, here we go. Give me 3 days while I get the back off. Oh no. Oh, ye of little faith. Pop that on there. Oh, that was close. It was nearly too far off the end, but never mind. It didn't. Nearly, but didn't. Close, but no cigar. I might actually chop these off and follow that shape round. Just snippy snips. Snippy snips. That's my code for when I can't remember what scissors are called. Snippy snips. It's a good job people at work know me, isn't it? Well, if they didn't know me, they wouldn't be the people at work, would they? The people that I work with that don't know me, they'd be terrible colleagues. But no, the people at work, it's a good job they understand me, is what I mean. I wouldn't suggest ever that they were on my wavelength, because I wouldn't want to upset somebody. Let's stick that on there. And then I'm going to stick this on there. I'm just going to have to ink that edge because that will annoy me otherwise. All the way around. Put a bit of glue. Now I know that I said I was going to show you how to make that folio, but I'm going to need to sit and plan for that, and I just wanted to play tonight, so we're making this. So there you go. So that's one. And now we're going to make another one because I want to and I can, and I'm sure you want me to as well, because if you're still here then you should want me to. So let's make something out of a piece of book page, shall we? A book page. Okay, so this is from like a manual, one of those how-to manuals from the 70s, when you know everything you bought you could repair. These days you can't repair anything. I might fold this into 3 this time, so just because you don't have to explain to you, no just because it's too long otherwise. I mean, I could have done it the other way around, I guess, so I made a longer one, but I don't want to, so I'm doing it like this. So I'm going to go into 3. Got a little squiffy corner, but never mind. So I'm just going to... Those Teflon bone folders are great, but I can't pick them up. They're so slippy. It's because they're Teflon. So I'm going to do that. I don't know whether to keep that in there. I might keep it in just because it makes it a bit stiffer. Steady. So what I'm going to do then is... No, I'm just going to cut it first and then stick it down. So I'm going to do that. And shall I have a different shape in this one? Or shall I do it in a different way? Let's do it... yeah, let's do a different shape. So I'm going to do it like... Which bit do I want to use as the... Clockwork timing. I'm going to do it like this. So be careful when you're cutting through this kind of paper with a punch, because sometimes it just snags and tears. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend that hole down and make like a lozenge sort of shape. I don't know whether that makes any sense. A lozenge shape. It does to me. It makes sense in my head. And like, you know, if you're here, hopefully you're starting to understand me a little more. Oh, I'm going to, when he says he's going to, and then can't find the knife. Found it. Brand new piece of cardboard I said that I wasn't going to cut on. Just wanted to use it to stop you having that glare from that lamp, but no, of course, I've gone and cut on it now. So that rule lasted a long time, didn't it, Dave? Cut that down. Come out. So we're going to have it that sort of shape. Is that sort of the right? Sorry, I can't see it. When I put it down, I can't tell whether that's right. But this needs to go. I'm going to be a bit of a perfectionist now. Sorry to be a bore. Just want it to be a bit straighter. There we go. Yep, happier. So like it's like the end of a Tic Tac now. One end, or the end of a drugs capsule. That sounds extremely dodgy, Dave. So again, we're going to use. Well, we're not going to use that. We're not, because remember that's now 3 circles. We are going to get a bit of plastic. Let's open this up. Let's open this bad boy up. I hope my neighbours can't hear me. They think I'm performing surgery. Let's open this bad boy up. I'm not performing surgery, by the way, folks, just those people listening. I'm going to use this to give it a bit of an idea. Yeah, if I cut about there, which once I've picked up the piece of paper, I'll never be able to see, the piece of plastic, I won't be able to see. Oh no, there, I can see it. Just being extra dramatic. Just cut that bit off there. Rip that bit, because I can't be bothered to cut it, and also it wasn't behaving itself. Move that out of the way. It's a great way to use up all your bits of packing, etc. Might be a tad big, Dave. Never mind, I'll just cut it down a bit. This is when I cut far too much off. No, all right, no, he didn't. That's good. So I'm going to fold it over again, like I did before. And this time we'll be able to get something bigger in it, because we've got a bigger window to work with. So get my bone folder, just score on that line. Move some of the things out of the way, because it's getting a bit messy here. I might keep those because, you know, I'll never use them again, but I'll keep them. I'll throw that bit on the floor because I didn't mean to, but I did anyway. So yeah, so we're going to have it that way round. I'm going to have this on it. Have this in there. Yeah, so I'm going to stick this bit down. This is just giving it a bit of strength. It's not actually doing anything. This is just because we folded it into 3 instead of half. I'm just going to go around all the edges nicely. Well, as nicely as possible. It's a good job I'm not actually operating on anybody, isn't it? With a wavy hand like that. So just sticky stick. I always feel like I have to talk to you all the time, and so then I end up coming out with childish words like sticky stick. Sticky stick. It's because they're the words that are in my head. It's like when somebody asks me to spell something, I'll go, it's, so like if I was doing Dave, it would be D-A-V-E. Yeah, you feel my pain now, don't you? You know what it's like to live in, you've got a sort of an idea of what it's like to live inside my head. The random ideas that I get to make crazy things at silly o'clock in the morning. I know I always come up with great ideas to make great things on a day when I really need to sleep. So like, you know, I've got I'm meeting clients or something, is happening. I've done it the wrong way around this time, but it's not the wrong way around. The wrong trousers, maybe. I've put stuck the front one down instead of the back one down, but never mind. These things can be rectified. Well, they're not. It's not of major importance that it's that way round. I just want to make sure that this is right up to the edge, and we'd need to do it before the glue dries. So when that folds over, will that be right up to that edge? Right. Yep, it will. Even if we have to give it another bit of a squeak. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be the front and this is going to be the back. So we're going to have to stick something to here, because we can't stick it to this bit, because if we stick it to this bit, in fact, actually, I could just stick those bits down. No, I'm not going to do it just yet. Yeah, if we stick it to this bit, you'll see the back of it at the front, which you don't want. You know, you could do what you like, but I would suggest you don't want that. So you get some butterflies out. I might go for a butterfly. Shall I have a butterfly? Do I want a butterfly? What do I want to have? Do I want a butterfly? Shall I have a butterfly? I could go for a bigger butterfly. I really like those clear ones. But like I say, you could use anything. I mean, like I wouldn't use this on this one, simply because it's a bit similar colour to that. But you could use, you know, some of those. I think they're Tim Holtz ones. They're better cut than the cheap ones that you buy that have got a massive white border to it. It's more about the colour that I want. You know, what I think looks good. Put those in there before they fall out again. I could put a mushroom in there, I guess. I could. Well, I could if I find one that was already cut out. Oh, there. You could put a butterfly in. Oh, sorry, that's not a butterfly, is it? It's a mushroom, Dave. Oh dear. Is it bedtime yet? Mushroom. No, I really think for me, I want some butterflies. It's very rare that I say I want a butterfly. So we're going to go with it while I'm feeling the urge. That's a little bit too wide. So we can't have you, and I bet we can't have you because I bet you're wider. You are indeed wider. Why wouldn't you be wider? What about this one, the side-on one? Side-on. You're too tall, aren't you? You're too tall, you're too tall. Yeah. Too tall. Sorry. What's in here? What's a foot? It's not a foot, it's a butterfly. That's massive. That's never going to go in. Mahoosive. That is also mahoosive. Yeah, that's not going to go in. What's that? That's a bit of mushroom. Or I guess it's more fungi than mushroom. Yeah, not that. I don't know why that's that. I mean, I know it's mushrooms and butterflies, this thing, but they don't tend to normally be in the same pocket, but okay. Right, now I'm gonna, because of the size of them, I'm gonna go for one of the other ones in the bag. It's in the bag, Dave. In the bag. In that bag. So these are the butterflies. The last ones that we used were the dragonflies. These are butterflies. So let's have a look. Well, that could go in there. That would fit nicely. So maybe him. He's too tall. Or she's too tall. I don't know. I don't know their gender. I haven't asked either. Or they could be Z or Zim, or D or Dim. They or them. I haven't asked them. I don't know. I apologise for assuming. I really like that. That looks like a bit of watermelon. But I don't fancy eating it. It's a butterfly after all. That butterfly's just heaved a sigh of relief that I'm not going to eat it. I quite like that as well. I don't know now. Shall I go for that or shall I go for that? I think I'm going to go for that just because it's a bit more colourful. So 3 days we'll put these back in. Actually, they all behave themselves. What do you call a congregation of butterflies? A packet? Oh no. So I'm going to put him in. I'll stop saying him, Dave. Her in. Them in. I'm going to put them in. I should know not to assume gender. There we go. On there. And then we're going to stick that down. Yep, so we're going to stick this now to the... Stick the window down. It's just I just thought this was a bit different, something different on a play on a slide. So, you know, we make specimen slides and that sort of thing. I love making specimen slides. One of my favourite things to make. But we make specimen slides, but we don't often do anything out of the box different with them. And I just wanted to do something a bit different. I just thought, why not? Why the heck not? And it was that pin from Pinterest that inspired me. And like I say, although I've adapted it, it's definitely the thing that inspired me. And that's sometimes all you need. Like, you know, like what I'm doing might not be the thing that you want to do, but it might be the thing that inspires you to do what you want to do. If that makes any sense whatsoever, do you? Don't know. I don't know. I can't get that off. Like, this is like slippery like a bar of soap. Right, so now we need to decorate it. So what could we put on here? No, it's too insipid, too blendy into the background. Right, let's go for something like this. I'm going to put some of this on it, I think. I'm just going to snip that edge down to being a straight edge. Let's do it with this, just so that it hangs off the edge nicely. Yeah, I'm going to put that on there. Rip it off. A bit book page. Because, you know, you can't not have a bit of book page, can you? You know, it's like it's compulsory. Bit of book page. Bit of book page, and then we might have, well, there was this one as well. I like this paper as well. So these are, I don't know, are they from, I think they were from somewhere. They were definitely from somewhere, I can tell you that now. Paper Chase, maybe. I'm just going to try and put a little group together, see how I like it. Yeah, I'm going to have that. Yeah. So I'll stick these down. Let's ink the edges, Dave. It's there. Yeah, like I was saying, if you just, you know, you don't have to be, it doesn't have to look the same as whatever somebody's done. It's just be inspired by people, be happy to watch other people. I mean, I've literally watched people make things and then gone and made something completely different, but just because somebody's given me that spark of inspiration or that kick up the bottom to actually get up off the sofa and go and make something rather than procrastinating and say, but I can't, I don't know, if I run out of ideas, I don't know what to do, which I do a lot. After you've made, like, you know, I'm on 210 videos now, and is it 210? Something like that. And it's your inspiration. Did I ask you? No. Go away.
You have 4 devices for drop-in, including bedroom left and bedroom right. Which device do you want to drop in on?
None of them.
Cancelling.
Good. Did I ask him? No. Now he's made me forget what I was going to say. Yeah, so yeah, if you're inspired, sometimes it's just a kick up the backside to go and do something and make something that you need. Otherwise you could just procrastinate, sit on the sofa and say, I can't do it. Because, oh yeah, that's what I was saying, because I'm on 210 videos or something like that, and I'm constantly trying to think of new things to do. Hold down a full-time job, get up for work in the morning, brush what little hair I've got left, and generally function in society, but and whilst also doing all of these things. That's multitasking for me. So, as I've always said, the fact that I'm still breathing and inking at the same time is multitasking. I don't really want to cover up that flower, so I think I'm going to put that there. I wanted to keep that sunflower on it. So I've pulled the camera closer as well today, so I would like your opinions on the camera. While we're talking about camera, please give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe if you're new, etc. Click the bell icon. All those things I'm supposed to remember to tell you, but I never remember to tell you or ask you. No, that's not words. Words, they don't come easy to me, they're here. I know I say that every time. That's just how my life is. My brain is. Words don't come easy to me. I really wanted that other one, but I can't get it out. I'm not sure whether it stands out enough. Oh, I've got a big spot on my chin. Not that you needed to know, but I've shared now. I'm amongst friends, hopefully. You'll keep it to yourself. Please don't, if we're out in public, please don't go, oh, by the way, did you know he's got a spot on his chin? He said, I like the colour of that, but it says about a tree, and it's not quite right. Could use this. This is blue. This is vegetation. Don't know. I like it. Not that one. I like it, but do I like it enough? That is the question. Pollinate. You see, I like that one as well. Now I'm going to go with the green because the green picks up the butterfly. And then we're going to have something else, I think. I might just have that there. I might not use it. I've probably just pulled it out and probably never use it again. Or I could have a nice number. You can always have a nice number. You can always do a nice number. I might have to put something behind it though. Yeah, let's get Alphonse Butcher or whatever his name is back in there. Back in the box, Dave. Shut up, Dave. Keep this coupon. Well, no, I'm going to stick it on here instead. No, I'm not going to stick it on here because it looks ridiculous. It'll look ridiculous, thank you. No, that looks even more ridiculous. So we won't use that. Any of those. They're all a bit wishy-washy. They need something. They definitely need something behind them to make them pop. Pop. Oh. Cracky fingers. Make it pop. Oh, did it again. Cracky fingers. Oh, that was the one I pulled out before. I don't even know which way up that goes. That way, maybe. Do you know, I don't mind that either. I could have a number on it. And that down there. Yeah, let's do that. Oh, everything's falling. Falling in love again. What am I to do? So in love with you. Can't help it. I see. It's a good job I love myself, isn't it, really? Did I establish that I didn't know which way up that was? Oh, I think that's a pair of feet. Oh, well. Do I want that on there? Could I cover that up? Oh, hang on a minute. That's a pair of feet, not a pair of teeth. Right, put that like that and cover the feet up like that. Yes, I think I'm going to do that. Or I could do that. I might have to cover those up with something. It's making a bid for freedom, this. It's going roly. Do I have... I wanted something round, but there's an oval. Oh dear, I can't get it out. I can. I did get it out. Being slightly melodramatic, but I can't get it out. Oh, actually, I can. Nothing in there, is there now? Okay. I'm sure I've seen some round ones somewhere, so I might put that on there. Oh, is this going to be overkill? I don't care. It's my overkill, so I can do what I like. And I'm going to mount this on a bit of book page. I might go for... Oh, shall I have a bit of map page, maybe? As I've got it here. Why not? Why the heck not? Hopefully that's long enough. It is long enough. I'm just going to put that on and then tear it down. Yeah, that'll do. Put that on there. Or let's ink the edges of that. Falling in love again. What am I to do? That's in my head now. Don't even know whether they're the words. Well, they're words. I don't know whether they belong to that song. They're just words. Just be grateful that, you know, after establishing that words don't come easy to me, the fact that I've got words in my head. Words. No. Don't come easy to me is what I was going to sing. But stop yourself, Dave. And then I've got tears on my pillow, pain in my heart caused by you. Wow. I don't know. Please don't ask. If I knew, I'd tell you, but I don't know. It just happens. These are the things that happen in my life. It's my life. So, yeah, I'm going to put a bit of ink around there. I've got a really itchy nose. I knew you wanted to know that, didn't you? Like a really itchy nose. I will try not to sneeze as well. Hopefully my sneezing is over. Stay there. Right, I'm going to stick that down before we fall out. Stick that there. Gluey glue. Stay. I'll stick that on there. It's not straight, but hey, never mind. Show me something that is. Perfection doesn't exist in the world. It's only perfect in our eyes. So, I'm going to put that on there like that. And I'm going to put, because it's at a jaunty angle, because I can, And then I'm going to put this, hopefully the right way up. But, you know, who knows? It could go wrong. Or right. It could be a happy accident. Remember, there's no right or wrong, just happy accidents. It's your opportunity to do something different if it goes in your eyes, not the way that it was supposed to. Put that on there. And then I'm going to trim this down a bit. Oh, here he comes. He's come to tell me something. What are you coming to tell me? Is it windy out there? Have you been watching the wind? The squirrels blow past the window. Well, you can't see much because it's dark, so like, whatever you're doing, whatever you're watching, you've got better eyesight than me, chap. Well, I know that. He's a dog, he can see in the dark, can't he? Oh, well, I can see in the dark, just not very well. Hopefully he can see better than I can. And my heart goes by you. Oh, oh. I'm still singing the tune to A Nightingale Sang in Berkeley Square as well. That hasn't left me. That keeps coming back to me as I'm trying to close my eyes. There we go. That's that one. So that's another one. And let's do one more. And let's do one from one of those pads. One of the pads, the pads that I can't find this pad. Something from here. Maybe a stampy one. Do we want a stampy one? I'm not keen on the polka dots. Definitely not keen on the hearts. That'll probably go into Happy Mail. What's on the back of the hearts? Although I could do just, no, that's very similar to that. That's okay. A lot of I quite like that. Or I could use one of the ones that I'm less keen on. Oh, I like that. But that wouldn't lend itself. I want to use that in some better way. Quite like that. And I know that I've inked on it. I could use that because that's one that I wouldn't use otherwise. Yeah, let's use that. Right, let's just see what else there was in there. I'm committing before I've decided, before I could commit. Yeah, that was that. Those. Yeah. Oh, I think that was it, wasn't it? Yeah. Right. That's a book that I got from the works that I'd never used because I like some of them, but not all of them. I really like the faded ones, but never mind. I go with the flow. So I might do this as a long one, like the kind that I saw. Now I don't know whether I've got anything to go in it, but maybe I should have a look at that first before you decide. Right, put that there. Get your bone folder, Dave, and then line this up. That way then you don't have to trim a bit off the end. Line that bit up. There we go. There we go. Cool. Yeah, it's that iridescent that I'm not keen on. You probably love it or like it, or you're indifferent to it as well, but I just don't like it. But I think it'll be okay when I've decorated it. Okay. So, the thing I didn't nobody told me. Steady, guys, come on. I thought you had my back. Where's my It's all gone. It's all gone. It's all gone on safari now. Right, first of all, I didn't do this because I have to do this. And then, secondly, I didn't ink around the edges, which I always think just lends itself to looking more finished. It's a case of whatever ink, whatever this is. Brushed carpet, was it called? Brushed carpet? Oh, brushed corduroy. Brushed carpet. Oh, I didn't do round the thing either, did I? All right. Oh, I don't know if you can hear him. He's singing to you anyway. What? 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 You're a good boy. Go on then, off your trot. He likes to come in and just tell me things. I don't know what he's saying, but you know, I humour him. As we do with all of our children. Yes, yes. That's lovely. Off you go and play now. I say all we do. I mean, I don't know whether you do that with your children, but I do with mine. Well, my children, I've only ever had the four-legged variety of child. I'm not sure that I'd be any good with the other variety of child. I'm not really that interested in children, to be fair. You know, they're populating the planet. I guess that's what they're good for. They need to be less consumer orientated, though. Otherwise there won't be a planet left for them to populate, so he says. Inking. Although, you know, I am trying to use up a book page, to be fair. I could have left this as a pocket, but it's just, you know, it's not great paper, and I didn't want to... Well, I wasn't thinking ahead, actually. I would love to say it's because I didn't want to, but it's not. It's because I wasn't even thinking that far. You know, honesty is the best policy. There we go. Just ink that round. And you could put some like coffee dyed paper on the back and make it like a journal card. So this one, let's do this one. So let's put that back on there. So, what sort of shape shall I do? So, I was thinking maybe a long one. Child in me comes out. So, do I have a long one? I'm saying nothing. I could put a flower. They're quite long, or they're longish. Anyway, I'll look at them in a minute. Don't open the packet, Dave. Not yet. Don't open the packet. Now, these are deceptive because I always think they look really long, but I don't think they are. I think it's just the packet that they're in. You can always have a look though. Well, that's definitely not long, is it? Oh dear, they're all going to come out now, are they? They're all out. That's it. Not getting any more out. Well, there's only one left in there, to be fair, but... Is that? No. Gooseberry. Oh, are they all fruit? Oh, well, they're... Dave, they're all fruit. It's not really going to go with roses now, is it? Try the other packet. There's another packet in there that looks like it's got roses printed on it. Maybe I should have pulled that packet out. More likely to have roses in than one with fruit stuck to the front, isn't it? Okay, so I think these are roses. Yes, they are. See if we can find a decent length of rose. Could go big or go home. I could go like that. That's quite nice. I like that. Okay, indifferent to those. They're not roses. They're just flowers. There's that. That's a big one. Don't actually know what it is. Can't see. I need something playing in the background. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, it's all right. Quite like it. I'll try and leave them in frame. Because I forgot that I'm closer up. There's that. Quite like that. It's not big enough. There's that. I know it's not a rose, but it's long. No, these are all short. No, short, short, short. Short, short, short. Right, put them back in the packet. I'll do. It's probably telling me to stand or breathe, or I was going to say I need to. Oh no, I've achieved my goal. I've been breathing for long enough today. What's these? What are they? Yeah, no, they were a bit wishy-washy, weren't they? They don't look any better, so leave them. So 3 hours of a video just for me trying to find a suitable object to put in the frame. Caused by you. No. No. Maybe it's because I'm a Londoner, but I'm all London, so no, we're not going to use that because I can't get them out. And it's a pain in the backside. Oh, no, no. Okay. Right, let's use one of these. So what are we going to use? I do like that blue one, because the blue kind of just stands out against it. There's the pink. Although the pink would be... No, we're not going to go for the pink. No, I like the blue. We're going to go for the blue, and then I can at least put the shape in that I wanted to. The shape that I'd got in my head. Oh dear. It's all going to go Pete Tong now. I've got a shape in my head. Smaller circle punch. Is there a smaller? There is one. Sorry, it's all such a mess. You can't see half of this, but I can, and it's all such a mess. Such a mess. So what I was thinking is that going to be big enough? So if I take that into there, just bear with me while I have a think about this, folks. That's not going to be big enough, so I'm going to go for this one. So if I put that in there, I go about there, and I punch that out, and then I go down to, how big is this? I come down to about here. So about here. Think. Punch that one out. Yeah, and then what I'm going to do, I know that seems a bit weird and random, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to join those bits up and go that way as well. In theory, I'm going to join them up. In practice, who knows? In practice, it could be disastrous. Those through, go all the way through. I'm going through the card now, probably. I've probably gone through the table, to be fair. I've cut that far down. Oh yes, that's definitely cut out. And then I'm going to cut this way. And we want to try and get it as straight as possible. Dave, you want to try and get it as straight as possible. It's not going to go like that, is it now? Right, let's get this on a line. That's on a line now. Put that up against that line. And then that on a line too. Oh dear. And everything starts moving. So you don't have to make it as complicated as this. You can make it as complicated or as straightforward as you like. It's yours after all. But knowing me, knowing you, I have to do it this way. That's not funny, but I think it's funny. So I'm the only one that has to be entertained here at the end of the day, so I have to live with me. You don't. We've established this. So we've got this really big kind of rounded square. Oh, is it? Would it be a square if I opened it out? No, it would be a rectangle or rectangle. So we're going to have to deploy the big guns and get a different piece of paper with a plastic out now. And if we are exceptionally lucky, we could probably use, no, not that bit, but we could probably use that bit where it's already folded. Yep, we can. So if I see if I can make a pencil mark on it that I'll never see again, and a pencil mark there that I'll never see again, and one there. We've established we'll never see these things again, but you know, he tried and he probably failed. Yeah, lost it already. You can probably see it. I literally cannot see that. Where on earth did I put that pencil mark? Can I see it against something? Oh, no. I'm just going to go up somewhere up here. I know it wasn't that high up. I can see that pencil mark, and I can see the one I'm heading towards. And then I don't know where the other one is. Oh, there. Yep. I really don't know where I put the other pencil mark. Oh well. I've either cut it too short or it's perfect. I thought I'd cut it too short then. Luckily no. Luckily not. Okay, it's got a bit of a mark on it. Oh, it all adds to the authentic aginess. So actually, thinking about authentic aginess, I might try and authentically aginess this. Is this going to go wrong if I try this? Oh, nothing's going to happen if I can't open it up. Okay. Nothing ventured, nothing gained. Should I do it? Should I not? I don't know. Should I? Should I? Should I? Should I? Woulda, coulda. Where's my little thingy Dorbury thing? It's here. Okay, so is that the one I was going to use? Oh no, is it that one? It's that one. It's the one with the hideous griminess on the bottom. And I don't know whether I've got. There's definitely nothing on there, isn't there? No. So just bear with me a minute, folks, because like I'm alcoholics. So what I thought was, and you know, we're experimenting on the buff. That's what one likes to do. Oh, he's got his jumper on as well. Somebody get me a safety net. So I'm going to put some of this on here. So this is the Linda Ronstadt, whatever it's called. I know it's not called Linda Ronstadt, but as you are well aware, that's what I call it, Linda Ronstadt, because I can't remember what it's called. I want to see if I can age this to look a bit aged. Let's see if I can age this to see if I can make it look a bit aged. Because that's what you tend to do with aging. Maybe I should have put it on a background so I can actually see the colour of. Oh, there you go. Oh yeah, actually, yeah. That's kind of what I was thinking. You're not going to see it all. It doesn't matter. You know, I quite like that. I might not like it in a minute, but I quite like it. Quite like it now. Let's put the lid on that, Dave, before everything goes horribly wrong. Get rid of that, so that gets in the mix that I don't need it to be. So if I put that in there, it's going to be a bit more antique-y. Yeah, okay. So what I want to do now is, the only thing I'm not happy about is this edge. Let's put a little bit more on here. it's just because it's got a seam on it, and you know, I'm sure nobody's going to see this, but I will. And that's all that matters. Do it for you, don't do it for anybody else. Just trying to ink the seam up a bit so it's not quite so... Yeah, that's better. It looked too new, that's why. Okay, so I've done it on the inside so that it doesn't rub off or leave, you know, like how alcohol ink does sometimes leave a tacky feel. So it doesn't matter if it stays tacky on the inside. Tacky on the inside. I can't get them apart now. Oh, Dave, come on. Grip, get your act together. Cannot compute. Yeah, I'm going to stick that down now. Oh, I've left the glue off. I've left the lid off the glue. Oh no. Okay, good. It's working. Stick this down here. Okay, hopefully that's going to stick. I might just run a bead of glue around there. Well, it's more like the crown jewels of glue going around there, but never mind. And try and get this in situ first time. You don't have to smear it around too many times, Dave. I think that's about right. So let's move it over. Yep, right, if I do that should stick it down nicely. It did. Just get those edges, get it all stuck down. Right, we should still be able to open it. Yep. Come on, lie flat, come on. Good. I was going to say good boy, but like, that's because I've got Worcester in my head. Worcesteration. Okay, so, like I say, it doesn't matter about that not being aged, because you're not going to see that. With that side being done, that's going to be enough. So I'm going to take the back off this. This is when, ideally, if you have clean fingers, it's better. Then you don't get that dirty fingerprint on the back of the sticker. I brought water up to drink and I haven't drunk any of it. Hello, it's me. I can see it in your eyes, I can see it in your smile. You're all I ever wanted, and now you can run a mile. I can't get the back off this thing. Why did I pick this one? Why? Why? It's easier to peel the thinner part off the thicker part, and the thinner part should be the sticker on the front, and the thicker part should be the acetate on the back. But I don't want to do the top because I don't want to spoil that bit. If I do get a sticky, dirty finger mark, I want it to be at the top, at the bottom, on a little, hardly noticeable bit, rather than right next to the flower, which everybody's eye is drawn to. And of course, it's not going to come apart. Now, this is when I should maybe deploy the blade. But oh no! Just when I was about to deploy the blade, it came apart. I threatened it with the blade and it came apart. So maybe this one, I do this, put this down like that, stick it down. Oh, get them bubbles out. You can hear them bubbles. Get them bubbles out. Yeah, get the bubbles out. Go over it with your bone folder and you can push the bubbles out. It's easier than when you put a new screen on your phone when you can't get the bubbles out of that thing. So, you know, screen protector, I mean. I'm an expert at applying them now. I apply them to all of the work phones. So, but don't bring me yours. I don't want it. I have enough to do. So there's that. What was I going to do? Oh, I was thought about putting a specimen label inside between that. I'm getting all a bit jazzy now. Getting jazzy. Faffy. I'm getting faffy, that's what I'm getting. I'd like one of the little tiny, you know, Tracy Fox style labels. That signifies something. It signifies something, because that would be useful. Can't do something somewhere. I know? I'm sorry, I'm looking at these. I'm not looking at empty spaces, by the way. I've not gone mad. Well, madder. La la da. Oh, what A-team are in my head now? Everything's in my head. So that's like April. I put that on. Can I compute? Yeah, let's just tear that off there. I know it's all ripped, but never mind. You probably didn't see that, so I don't have to tell you. Just ripped something, and I don't have to tell you because you didn't see it. So if you didn't see it, or hear it, or testify to it, then you don't need to know. So I'm just going to snip all of them off, ink these edges, and I think I'm going to put this inside with the flower. I'm going to stick that in there. Yeah, I am. Like it or not, I'm doing it. Stick that on there. I think it says April. Like that. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to close this up. So let's stick this all down. So I want to stick the plastic to itself. Is that on the inside? No, it's on the outside. That's all right. Stick that round there. Round here. Stick that down. Hopefully that will stick nicely now. Well, I want to say stick nicely. It's stuck. I don't care whether it's nicely or not. Put a little bit of glue around here. Around the window. I don't see you through the week. I'll see you through the window. I think I'm dragging my sleeve in everything now. Let's hope whatever I'm dragging it through is the can be cleaned variety. Yeah, let's stick that down then. Flip that over and stick it down. Coolio. Okay, great. So I was going to stick the lid on that, but who knows where that's gone. So now something very simple, I think, on here. I don't think that might be a tad too loud, Dave. Just a tad. Shout it out. Oh, that's how loud it was. Maybe a bit of light colour book page. The old curiosity shop. Go with this. of something. Eye of newt, wing of bat, tearing of this, tearing of that. A tearing of this or that I don't have this or that. I have neither this nor that. So, and I don't have wing of newt and eye of bat. No, wing of newt. No, that's not right, Dave. Definitely not right. Wing of newt, eye of bat. I was kicked out of the coven. No, it's too similar. Just a bit of page. I'm sure I've got something that's suitable, or something that's not suitable, maybe. Too bright. Too bright, Dave. It's a tad too bright. Okay. Come on, do it now. Do it for me. This time. This time. Right, I've got a few bits. Now to Folk and Fable. Folk and Fable, kitchen table. Call me Mabel. Maybe that torn out. This is a digital of some kind, probably Janie B's, but don't quote me because I don't know. It was literally just down at my feet, so. Just going to tear around this. Maybe have that on there. Don't mind it. That, maybe that. Maybe I didn't treat you quite as good as I could have. Maybe I didn't love you quite as often as I could have. Little things I should have said and done, but I never took the time. You were always on my mind. You were always on my mind. Tell me that your sweet love hasn't died. Okay, shut up, Dave. Okay, shut up, Dave. I might put that on there, you know. I might tear that around there. This is a digital of some kind. I think it's just one of those ones from the Graphics Fairy, one of the free things, but again, don't quote me. Brian is the expert on digitals. Not myself. Might leave that bit in, tear that bit off. I've got to go and take the dog out after this. Although it doesn't seem to be thrashing down like it was. Yeah, I quite like that. I might ink the edge of that and then use that. Ooh, just throw it at myself. So ink the edge of this. Do I want it to be a bit less? I think maybe what I'm not liking is it's too regular. Although it's no less regular now. It's just basically the same shape, just smaller. Oh well. It is what it is. I am what I am, and what I am needs no excuses. Excuse me. Yeah, we'll do this. We're doing it. Stand back. Batten down the hatches. He's doing it. He's going in. It's happening. stand back. Deep breath. Drum roll. Get the safety net out. He's doing it. Da, 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 da. I don't know why I've got Superman in my head now. I've had the A-Team, now it's Superman. Right, we're going to put that on there, we're going to put that on there, and we are going to call it a day. We can call it a ice cream if you like, but we're going to call it a day. Call it Barbara, I don't care. Barbara. Papa, can you hear? He's got Barbara there. What? Maybe I'd subconsciously seen that, and that's why I said Barbara, but like, or that was just a fluke. But I definitely wasn't conscious of seeing it. Papa, can you hear me? Papa, can you see me? Papa, can you smell me? Oh no, I don't think she sings that. Don't tell me not to sit and fussy cutter. Life's crafty and my desk's a bunch of clutter. Don't bring around a crowd to laugh at this charade. I'm gonna stick and stick now. Make what I can, I know how. Yeah, so Crafting the Musical still hasn't come to a theatre near you. Thank goodness, you're saying. You all heave a sigh of relief. I think I'm going to leave it at that. I know, it's amazing. I'm going to step back from it and say, no, it's done. I always feel like I need to put 3 of something on, but I think I'm going to leave it there. So let's get something lighter so you can see it. And at the moment, you probably can't see nothing. Well, you can see the clutter around the desk. That's probably what you can see. Let's get something light like what? I don't know and I don't care, just get something light. Let's get something light then, because that's like finding something that hasn't been inked on in my house is almost an impossibility. Right, I'm just going to shove this in here. See, this is when I say shove things in here, you can actually hear the shoving going on. So what we made today is we made this one. This is the most recent one. We made this one. And we made this one. So this one is similar, but she'd made it a bit longer. It was almost test tube in shape as well. I think it was a shape, I don't know. Maybe I'm being presumptuous now because, you know, I know that male crafters are very few and far between. So yeah, so that's what we've made. So anyway, and this is where we started from. So these were the other ones. I won't put those two together. You need to keep those apart, keep them separated so they don't get on. So yeah, so that's what we've made. So hopefully you like the idea or the concept. If you do, and you do make some, please let me know. I'd love to see them. If you're on Instagram or Facebook or even email me, my links are all in my profile on the About Me bit on my YouTube channel. You can buy me a coffee if you want to. That link's there, also there. It's also in the description. You can, if you want to tag me, please tag me. Although I don't think you can tag me because I don't have 1,000 subscribers yet. Oh, and that's the other thing. I'm going to start making something for the 1,000 subscriber draw that I'm going to do, which I'm nowhere near yet. I'm only on 650 so far, so don't get too excited. It's not going to happen for a while. So anyway, that's it. Hope you liked it. Hope you feel inspired. Hope you're going to go and do something. And even if it's something completely different, if I've inspired you, let me know. All right then. Thanks very much. You know what I didn't do? Clip the corners of this, but I will do by the time I take the picture. So anyway, I will see you all very soon. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Dasher Dave. You can catch me here. You can catch me live on Sunday at 3 p.m. GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Your times will vary. I don't know what they are. Anyway, so I'll see you all soon. Thanks very much for watching. Remember what I always say, I love you all without exception until you give me a reason not to. So don't give me a reason not to. That's a terrible jingle, Dave. You're never going to go anywhere. The only place you're going is on the next stage out of here. All right, take care. You all speak soon. I'll speak to you all soon. Take care. Bye. It's a long day. Bye. Bye.